Good morning, everyone. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lena and I make college and book related content here on YouTube. And today will be another college day in my life. Today is Monday, February 21st, otherwise known as President's Day. And if you go to a public university or a public school, it's likely that you have this day off of school. But if you go to a private university like I do, we don't have school off today. We still have classes. So I have one class on Mondays, which is from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., a night class. Not typically my favorite thing in the world, night classes, but I have two this semester, so that's great. But that class will be medieval drama tonight, but I have the whole day ahead of me. It is 8:15 in the morning. I got up around 6:30. I slept in a little bit because I had rounds last night, which made me stay up a little bit past midnight, which is not how late I like to stay up normally. I'm going to head to Dana to grab some breakfast, and then after that I go to the library. I typically go to the library every Monday and Wednesday morning for the whole morning until lunch, just because I like to get a lot of work done during that time. And then fingers crossed the weather stays appropriate or okay. There was supposed to be like an ice storm, but I don't see a current ice storm, that I can go skiing this afternoon, so I'm really hoping that that will work out. But yeah, I have a lot of work that needs to be done today before class tonight, but also just before all my classes tomorrow as well. So let's get into it. Before I leave, I'll just show you my outfit. I'm wearing this sweater from ModCloth, which just has like little cats on it. I've had it for, I think I got it last year. And then I'm just wearing my typical black Halloween jeans, and I'll probably just throw on some hunter boots. But yeah, let's go. Before I went to breakfast, I went over to the CA duty office to return the phone that I had during the night. This is just the duty phone that CAs have when they're in rounds, so they can be reached at all times and assistance can be provided when a resident reaches out. After breakfast in Dana, it was time to head over to ODY, or the main library on campus. I, as I said, go here every Monday and Wednesday morning, and the wonderful thing about going on early morning times is that no one is in the library. Very few people are in the library, if anyone, and mostly they don't show up until after 10 o'clock. So that's the great thing about showing up early, and I just have the whole library to myself, and I can get as much work done as I need to because it's so quiet. I'm someone who likes to work in complete silence. I don't like a lot of people around me. I don't really love the coffee shop vibe. I can get work done in that environment too, but I'm much more productive in an empty, quiet environment. So here I am getting set up to read my medieval drama reading. This week we are reading the first part of a play titled The Castle of Perseverance, or Perseverance as British people would say. And so I was just reading the first 1,000-ish lines, which was our assignment, and I typically make annotations directly on the text because it is copied and printed out. So that's what I was doing here. I underlined interesting themes, ideas that I had or ideas that we've discussed in class, anything that really catches my eye, and note down anything that I would like to bring up in class. For anyone who's wondering about more details specific to this play, this is the oldest English play that is in completion. It was written in the early 15th century and is part of the macro manuscript, and it basically is just another play that talks about how to save one's soul and based heavily on Christian doctrine. After about an hour or so of work, I like to get up and do some exploring in the stacks. This serves two purposes. One, I can look at really amazing books, which you can see me doing here. I love looking at really old books, seeing where they came from originally, and then also what year they were published. And these books we can check out whenever and however we want to. I've checked out really beautiful old editions of many different kinds of books and had great joy in reading them. But this also allows me to get up and, wake up a little bit after I feel like I've been kind of falling asleep if I'm sitting too long. So it's a nice little change of pace. So my next task of the morning was to read some more cases for my constitutional law class. I read a lot of cases, a lot of pages of cases every single week, so it is very intensive and long reading, so I always am reading these cases, it feels like, every single day for at least some part of the day. So this was the first chunk of my day that I spent doing that, and I really love reading these cases. I find them very interesting in just the way that the law has changed and the way it's been interpreted over time, and I'm so grateful I'm taking this class, even though it is a lot of reading. I'm back from the library now. It is about 12 o'clock. My rule for the library is basically whenever I get too hungry and I can't focus anymore, then I go get lunch. So that typically means anywhere from 11:30 to noon is when I go grab lunch. And then after lunch I went to the student center and picked up the new CA tags. I'm just covering my last name, but it basically, they're just like a different design. And now they have our pronouns on them, which is great. Then I also got this year's shirt because it was on back order. So this is this year's uniform. You know, the shirt is very soft, and obviously it was free for me. But I don't want a gray shirt. Like, can we choose colors, please? And then this is the back. So yeah, that's that. Freshman year, the CAs had like teal and purple shirts. So like kind of missed that. I never obviously got to wear those. I've only had white and red, and now I have gray. But maybe next year we'll get a color to add to the mix. But right now I'm going to show you kind of like what's the plan for the afternoon, and then we will get back to work. So last night I made my little to-do list, and as you can see it's very long. I even had to add an extra spot for it, but there is so much going on right now. It's the season of applying for summer internships. I also have to do my case readings today. I did finish, one second. I did finish my medieval drama reading. I am currently vlogging, so we'll just consider that done. I think for right now, and I did case readings this morning, but I need to finish them this afternoon. I think I'm going to do Harry Potter right now, because that's usually like a low brain requirement for work. Harry Potter assignments are nice because obviously it's like a little bit more relaxed reading. Like for me, I'd consider it pleasure reading. So I typically do that when I need to be getting work done, but I was working all morning, so my brain kind of wants a little bit of a break. So that's my strategy for that. So I'll probably do that for about an hour. Honestly, I got about 5 hours of sleep last night because of round, and I am definitely feeling the effects of that, so I might take a nap this afternoon. We shall see. So I woke up from my nap, and then I quickly changed into some ski gear, or like my appropriate ski outfit, because I decided I'm going to attempt to go skiing. Hopefully the conditions aren't too bad. But yeah, I have my ski boots and water and gloves and stuff, and then I'm just going to slip on my winter boots and then grab my skis and head to my car, and hopefully, fingers crossed, the skiing is somewhat enjoyable. So I just got to Higley Flow State Park. This is where I went skiing last time, and I found it quite enjoyable, so I came back, even though it's a little bit of a further drive. But I think I'm just gonna get out, ski around, test out conditions, have a good time, get some exercise and fresh air, and then I will have to head back to campus because lots of work to do, and also we still have class tonight. back from skiing now. It is 4:30 exactly, and my two tasks before my class at 7 o'clock are to read some of Le Mans by Marguerite Duras, and then read more of my cases for constitutional law. I'm in the middle of Gonzalez versus Raich, so I think I want to finish that case because I'm a little over halfway done, so I should be able to finish it, and then read like 20 to 30 pages of Le Mans. But I'm going to start with Le Mans and go from there. So if you know me and if you watched any of my videos on my channel, you'll know that I hate reading audiobooks.
Ebooks, Lena, ebooks.
But I ended up getting audiobooks for my French class just because there were 7 different books we had to buy and they were each like $20. And I honestly did not want to spend that much money. So I ended up getting ebooks, and I mean, it's true, I don't really like reading on them, but it is what it is. We just gotta push through and save some money. It is now 6:21, so I'm going to head to Dana to get supper, and then after that I'll go to my 7 o'clock class. I was actually fairly productive. From 4:30 to 6-ish, I was able to work on, I read 30 pages of Le Mans, and then I finished the case that I wanted to finish, and then I did some work for grant applications for next year, which was all lovely and productive, so I was actually really happy with the amount of work that I was able to get done. Yeah, and then I did a little bit of planning for the rest of the week with what assignments I need to do when and that sort of thing. But I've accomplished almost everything today on my to-do list, which is wonderful. It is a great change from last week. So yeah, I am feeling much better than I did this morning when I was looking at how much work I had to do. But without further ado, I'm going to get ready and head off to class. We'll see if I manage to update you all when I get out of class at 10 p.m. at night, because the last thing I really want to do is vlog. I really just want to go to bed. But maybe I'll be able to pull that off. So I am now back from class. It is a little bit after 10 o'clock. We got out a couple minutes early, so that was nice. But that's about it for the night. I usually like to go to bed like between 10 and 10:30, assuming it's a good night and I don't have too much work. And because I got so much done today, I think I can afford to do that tonight. So I'm just going to either journal tonight or just chill for, like 10-15 minutes. I'll see what I do. And then I'll hop in bed. But thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have any video recommendations or questions about college, St. Lawrence, my majors, whatever it may be, feel free to leave that down in the comments below, and I will see you all next week.